As you come back into your center, we'll go into a bridge. We're going to do a little coordination just to confuse you even more. So we'll start with the arms up over the chest. Let's pull the feet closer to the hip line. Lift into your bridge. That'll be one breath. And then as the arms go to the floor, that's another breath. And then you lower the hips and you lift the arms. So one movement, one breath. And I normally, well, it's up to you, but you can inhale the arms come down, exhale, the hips come down, and then inhale the arms come up. And again, if it's not working for you with the coordination, don't worry about it. All right, guys, keeping that going. So I can feel a stretch from the back of the hands right down the arm, over the shoulder blades, down into the glutes and into the toes. So the toes want to be pointed forward. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, down. Keeping that going. Now, if you have an area that needs a little bit of attention, massage over it. So you could even dip the hips. Go crazy. Yeah. See if you can keep the core engaged. Let's do two more. Now, if it's feeling too much, you're gonna keep your hips on the floor, so I know the direction to take. If you're game and you want to work harder, you'll keep the hips up in the air, just so I know where we are. Look at that. Okay, we're all doing it. So let's bring the hands down towards your hip line, and definitely wanting to feel the bum. You're gonna squeeze the knees together, and let's walk the feet and heels together. So the toes are going to stay on the floor. I'm just going to have you open the knees, squeeze the heels together, and then pull back. So here you're looking for a nice straight line from your hips to the knees up. So you could lower down if needed, just as long as it's not in the back. So I can feel the stretch on the top of the leg there. That's it. And back. Inhale as you open out, squeezing the bum. Exhale back. We'll do two more. Inhale out. Looks good. Back and back. And last one. So sometimes staying up this long, those of you that have a little sensitive back, it can show itself. So keep the glutes engaged as you lower down. And then we'll go back into your spine stretch here. So you're going to inhale all the way out. Looks good. Exhale as you draw back. Inhale out to the other side. Nice work, ladies. One more time. You can even have the feet wider than the hip line. That way, as you travel, when the knees fall, you can feel a stretch on the top of the hip. Laura, is that okay on your back end? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Good. So when you come back to neutral, we'll just start with some pelvic tilts. Now I'm going to lead you into some body rolls here. So if your back is sensitive, just stay at the beginning, and then I'll kind of guide you when you want to progress. But Shalini and Stacy, if you're feeling up for it, you'll just start right away. So I was going to add an arm circle too. So I'll tell you what, we'll do the arms up over the head. We're going to take the arms behind the head, out and around, and then back up to about 45 degrees. And that's where you would generally start to build up into your flexion. And then down. So you test the waters here. So if the back is sensitive, you know, I would probably just hang out here. Or you could start to build and grab a leg and then float yourself up. Otherwise, if you're feeling up for it and you can control your core, head, neck, and shoulder, you could take another breath there. Pull right up. Wow, good. That's it, Laura. Good. Okay, guys. Yeah. Keep the glutes. We're going to do 5. Circle the arms around. Tighten the tummy. Do right away. I normally inhale there and exhale back. Good. You can also have the legs bent or straight. Nice work. That's it, Laura. Wow, it's okay. Rock and roll, girl. Okay. And I'm just on my third. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale. You can also stretch forward. And again, if the legs are long, that's really strong on the back. So just bend them. You can even lower the arms. Do what feels right for you. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here because I can't count very well. Nice work. I'm so pleased to see you guys doing so well. Let's come to the side in your own time. Stacey, don't let me rush you into your mermaid. So you're going to take it to the side. So here too, seeing how well you guys are moving, I'm just going to go right for the advanced, well, stronger variation. It just depends on how much flexibility. So same idea, guys. If the back is not happy yet or something is stopping you, just keep the hand here. You don't have to take it to the floor. We're going to take it all the way down if you like, but then you got to keep it to come back up again. Okay. Yeah. One more time. We're going to stay down. Okay, bottom leg is bent. Tighten up here. So if you can, in your own time, you'll find your best alignment. Pull the ribs up, squeeze the core. I'm going to kick the leg, but let's pull that top leg backwards, and then we'll pulse. When you're up here, we're going to pulse and swing back. Good. Up, 2, and back. You can also bend the leg if you need to and pulse, and back. Good. Let's do 2 and 1. Good. Then we come to our hip hike, and you can rest the leg down if you need to. You get a little bit of stretch here. Otherwise, I'm going to start right at hip height. From there, we'll lift up and down. See if you can get your foot parallel to the floor. Nice work. And can you keep the tummy engaged? Good. We're going to do one more. This next one is going to be a little bit challenged, and I'm sorry for this. So the 90 degrees at the hip, I'm going to bring that leg forward. Sorry to look at my foot. And we're going to take it up and down from here. And up and down. Good. And up. Good. Nice work. 3. Booty work. 2. Nice work. And again, if the back or anything sensitive, just bend the knees. Nice one. Okay, little rock. I'm going to take you guys on to the back. You'll do your 5 body rolls, and then we're going to come back into our sideline position on the other side. So from here, I'm going to slide forward. Go ahead and roll onto your back. It's a strong start. One side might be buzzing already. So if you want, you could just do your spine twist. Just take a moment. Reassess. When you're ready, I'm going to lift the arms up over the chest, engaging on the exhale, head, neck, shoulder. You can take a chance here on your inhale again. Reach for the legs if you need to. And exhale out. Good. Yep. Explore. Big inhale. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Circle the arms. Knock everything over. Advancing. You can go ahead and tempo that. You can squeeze your glutes. You can wrap your legs. Nice work. Good, Lauren. Yep, yep, yeah. Good, good, good. Let's do, I don't know where that word came from. Good, good, good. You never say that. Okay. In your own time, I'm going to spin around into the other mermaid position, which is great to open the hips. And again, think about where your range is. If you just want to hang out here, you want to take it right down, you can. We'll do 2, staying down on the second one. And back up. So the stretch right through the base of the hip. Good. I'm slowing down because I'm trying to remember the choreography. Okay. Nice. Top arm can be wherever you need to, supporting the body. Pull that top leg back. Nice work. So Stacy, make sure that the pelvis is nice and long. And that's it. You'll pulse. Pulse. And back. Good. Pulse. Pulse. And inhale. Good. Tummy. Beautiful. If you need to rest or you just feel that you want to open the hips a little bit, try to, it's almost as if I'm pulling this leg. We've done this in the background. Good. What? And our history together. Otherwise, from hip height, and that's good. And up. Good. Stacking your hips, closing the ribs. Nice. Your bottom leg can be pushing into the floor. I think that was 5. I'll go up one more time just because it feels good today. Then out to 90 degrees and then sit the hips back. Now we're going to lower down and up. Nice. Good. Looks good, looks good. Let's do 3. That feels nice. 2. Beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and shake that out. I'm going to bring you onto hands and knees. So far, so good, guys? You okay?
Yep.
That arm's going to push you up. Think of your transition. So you're constantly engaging or just protecting the body, depending on where you are. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me in advance. So going into a cat stretch here. All right. So what I'm thinking is doing a little of our transition. You know how we go from our 4-point down to child pose through 4-point to down dog. I'm going to go into that and I'll show you. So you can start on hands and knees, which is something I call the 4-point, through this position, which is child pose, back to your 4-point, or to down dog. Okay. So, and you can tempo it. You can go in any order. It's just a nice active release for many reasons. If you want to make it harder, you would keep the knees up off the floor. And from the hands and knees, you should be able to get to all positions, even a plank. So if you're hovering off the floor, you're anchoring in both legs and arms. And then you can sit back. Really good for your footwork, Shani. And keeping the knees up off the mat there if you wanted to. And so let's do 2 more. And then guys, on your second one, just decide where you want to rest. If you want to stay in your down dog, or if you want to stay in your child pose. Just so I see how we're doing. And then you'll stay for 5, inhale, exhale. Yeah. Okay. Looks good, looks good. So most of us are in our child overall now, in our child pose. So you can sway side to side. So you have the knees together or open. Then you can even bring your forearms down to the mat. So if it does feel a little bit raw in the lower back, tuck the tailbone under and pull the arms a little bit closer to the body. So you're protecting that area and you're engaging. I'm going to bring you into your pigeon stretch here anyway. Should feel okay. So keep everything engaged. And then we'll pull one knee towards the elbow, sole of the hands, and then down. Nice work. That's it. Good. All right. And again, here too, it should feel comfortable. If it doesn't come out, yeah, Laura, it might be a little bit tight, hon. Just do what you can, guys. And I'm going to offer a variation. It's going to get pretty strong, so we're going to go into your plank or just a chest lift. So option 1, pushing into the floor and just working the upper body. Keep the core engaged and squeeze your glutes. And up and down. Or tuck the toe under and lift. Here you're kind of anchored into the leg and arm, or you can be right up over the arm. That'll wake you right up. All right. And again, either just a chest press. Nice. That's it. Draw the shoulders down a little. And then lift. Yeah, good, guys. Okay. From here, we're just going to lift back up to hands and knees. And we'll switch sides. If the wrist was sore, you can just give me a little bit of a massage. You're all so quiet tonight. Good. Okay. I mean, not good that you're quiet. It feels good. So even here too, just choose if you want to come right down. We had vacuumed. No, you say hoovered. We've hoovered. We vacuumed the house today. That's a really hard workout. This feels really nice. That's a recovery stretch. Okay, so triceps, elbows are pinching the body. Tummy, glute, exhale, 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 exhale. Tuck if you're coming all the way up. And again, inhale down. That's it, good. Push the floor away. So you feel shoulder stability there. Even if you just tuck the leg and lift a little bit, that's great. Try to pull it nice, beautiful. And back before I lose my voice, my breath. And then we push back again into your down dog, into cat stretch, into travel pose. In any variation, so you're going to inhale for one position, exhale for another. Inhale there if you want to, and exhale back. Inhale to 4-point or down dog or child pose on the breath. Nice work, guys. One more time. Nice one. And again, resting into child pose or down dog. And if you're needing to, you can massage your wrists as you're there. Keep this position, tighten the stomach, engage the pelvic floor, the glutes. Use those muscles to restack your spine. And then we'll add a little bit of a stretch. So you're sitting back up. Arms are going to come up and down. All right, now I can appreciate this position is not the most comfortable. I'm going to have you guys, I'm still on screen, I hope. So we're coming onto the shins and then back down again. And then we can grab the roller if you guys want to use the rollers, because we're going to do some tabletop stuff and core stuff. So you can lie on your roller if you like. And down. All right. Lara, I don't know if you have your roller. Do you want to? You could roll up your mat if you want. So you could do that. It's a little bit shorter. So girls, if you sit on the front, I'm Haley, careful. So you sit on the front, you'll roll back. Lara, I think because of if you're using the mat, you'll probably want to sit on the floor and then just soften it. So that way at least your head, so I'm using the mat too. And that way at least your head is on the roller, on the rolled mat, like that. And it should feel good. Yeah. You have, like that. And then girls, your hands are on the floor, right? So you're getting your whole spinal position. That's it. Only if you want to, otherwise you could stay on the floor. So yeah, just maneuver yourself so you can feel the entire length of the spine as best possible. And then stability, you would have your feet wider apart, otherwise a little bit closer in. And we're just going to do arm circles here. So the hands are up over the head. Inhale as the back of the hand goes behind the head, not necessarily on the floor. Exhale around as it brushes past the pelvis. So you've got the palms facing each other, back of the hand to the floor, and then just explore your hand positions there. Lateral breath. Actually nice on this mat. You can feel the massage into the shoulders. And I don't have to worry about falling off. So guys, tighten your stomach. I'm entertaining myself over here. Do 2 more. After your second one, your hands will stay up over the chest. That's it. And then tighten the tummy. And we're just going to do your chest elevations. Shoulder elevations. You'll lift the shoulders up and down so the head stays on the roller. That's it, yeah. So can you find the muscles underneath here? So you activate here and then use these to pull forward. That's it. Good. Next work. Keeping that going. 2 more. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a chest stretch and then we'll move on. You can engage if you want to. As your shoulders come towards the floor or to your neutral, you're going to then open the elbow towards the floor, 90 degrees, and then the back of the hand to the floor. And then depending on your flexibility or comfort, you can stay there and really stretch the fingers. And then we just, again, bend the elbows, straighten the arms, lift the shoulders. Let's do that one more time. So I'm going to release the shoulders down, bend the elbows, and then back of the hand and fingertips towards the floor. Now you can keep your hands on the mat for this. Otherwise, the arms are going to come back up over the chest, and we're going to lift and walk the legs into your tabletop. So those of you needing to strengthen your lower tummy, really feel that you can feel that deepening or your contraction into the pelvic floor and navel towards spine before you lift your heels up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys switch, but if it doesn't work for you or it's just a little unstable, I find it's easier to stay on the same side, at least at these beginning positions. And you want to make sure that you're not doming that stomach. Yeah. So you can try your best to exhale as you lift. Have your feet on the floor, and then we'll just have our hands behind the head. Or unless you've had it, both feet are on the floor. And then draw the shoulders down. Try to connect the upper body to the lower body as you lift up, even if you don't come up very high. And then the feet, while they're on the floor, you can pull the mat towards you. Good. 3 more. Holding up on your third, if you can. No big deal if you don't want to. And as you're up, and again, it doesn't have to be that high, I'm going to put one hand to the floor. So I'm going to put my left hand on the floor, just as closest to the camera. And I'm going to lift the left leg. And then I'm going to come up, still set on that roller, and then back down again. And I'm getting a foot cramp. So careful as you go. What? I went running and my body is not liking it. Good. So targeting that lower belly. Deepen, deepen, deepen. So for me, it's that lower left belly. And I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit more secure on the roller. Otherwise, if it doesn't feel comfortable, just continue in your center, well, in your neutral, and just lifting up and down. And then we'll start with the other hand. So I go right down, I'm going to lift the right leg. And up and down. It's an off day. Completely off. But boy, it feels good. 3 more. And up. Good. Brava. In your own time, guys, just to come off the roller, slide onto the floor and then onto the back. And I'm going to bring the roller, unless you're enjoying the floor, just hang out there because it's kind of fun having that kind of floaty feeling. Otherwise, I'll put the roller or the rolled up mat right under the feet. All right. So to start in your own time, just a little rocking with the legs. How successful were we on that? Better than me, I'm sure. Did you feel the obliques at all in the lower tummy? Yeah. We'll do it again. Oh, good. Yay. Well, okay. So what I'm thinking is a little leg work here. It's a lot harder on the roller. So again, if there's any cramping or discomfort, just bring the feet back to the floor. So I'm going to pull the roller really close to me. If you can, feet are parallel. No noise. What? Knees facing the ceiling. This is what house cleaning does to you. Okay, squeeze everything. And then we're just going to lift up. Shoot for 5. Stay up on the 5th. And up. Inhale down. Again, any back pain, either squeeze, 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 squeeze even deeper, or just bring the feet back to the floor. And we'll just wait it out. If the roller is moving, just very carefully, we're going to stay up on that 5th one. Elbows can be pushed into the mat. And again, we're going to walk the legs, or just stay up without walking. 5 on each side. 2. And switch. And 3. Nice work. And switch. And 4. Good. Target the glutes, guys. Last one on each. Lowering down. We'll push the roller away. This is great. You're just going to rock side to side with the legs in your own time. You can cross one leg over the other to make it a little bit heavier. Now I'm going to target the lower belly and inner thigh. Switch legs. Your choice if you want the legs crossed or if you'd rather just keep them parallel. You can also bring the roller a little bit closer to you and soften the leg. So if there's any tenderness, those are your options. All right. Use the arms, squeeze, engage. Just walking the legs. So push down with one and lift with the other. And down. Good. Now, if you can, maybe roll the leg outward. So again, you can feel the inner thigh. They've got heels kind of touching each other and toes apart. Squeeze bum. So if you're happy here, continue. If you're able to, both legs up and down. Guys, just release it there. Again, any tenderness or tiredness, just bring the legs closer to you and walk it out. Otherwise, once again, I'm going to cross the legs, circle the arms around, body rolls here. All right, squeeze the bum, squeeze the legs together, tighten up here, head, neck, and shoulder. Now you can stay here. That's cool, and just work and breathe and deepen. Otherwise, you're going to try to get up and touch the toes. Nice, good, Laura. Yeah, so here we're holding. Keep it going, guys. Here, if you're holding, close the ribs, pinch this area together. And we're just gonna lift and lower that top leg. So wherever you are, if you're doing your full body rolls, you can come up and lift, or you're sat here. Well, not really sat, you're kind of in a roll position, or you can combine the two. Good. Keep it going wherever you are. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer to deepen and really get those muscles activated. It's totally fine. You don't even have to lift the head. You can do the same by keeping the head down. So wherever you are in your journey, we have another 20 seconds or so. Nice deep breath. Can you squeeze the glutes? Beautiful. Woo. Making things up. I'm going to go right to the other side. If you need a rest, please take it. Otherwise, just crossing. And again, we're wrapping the legs, right? So just one unit. You just zipped yourself up. Don't be alarmed. Woof, one side is a lot harder. She says as she takes a big breath. You guys look really good. Being dramatic with the breathing. Two more. After your second one, you're going to lie onto the stomach. So when you roll up, let's just grab the roller. And we'll come around onto hands and knees and then onto the belly. How do you feel? That was fantastic. It's so cool to see you guys doing this. Okay. So what I'm thinking, we've got two pieces here. So I'll show you. With the, what is that called? A mat. It's not going to move as much, but you're looking to something like this. So with or without an object, we're going to start in that position. And you can have your head up or down as long as you're comfortable. Advancing, you can have your hands out wider. And on your exhale, you engage as deep as you can. Draw the shoulders. And either pull the roller to you or just the fingers. And up. The mat is interesting, isn't it? It kind of gives you that almost like a weighted feedback. Interesting. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, guys, if you push down into the roller, I'm hoping maybe you can feel your arm muscles. Now, if you're happy, if you can control your stomach and you're controlling your pressure system through the core and everything's fine, squeeze your glutes, you can lift up and then back down. Or, that's too much to think about, you just here on your forearms or the hands underneath the shoulders. And down, good. And then when you guys are ready, pull back into either child's pose position or down dog. Nice work. So while you're there, I'm going to move your hands. Let's walk the hands over to the right. You'll sink your hips down to the left. So I can feel a stretch from the pinky right down the side of the arm into the glutes. If you're not quite there, just bring the hands a little closer to you. And then we do the same on the other side. Nice work. One more deep breath. Let's come back to your center. Do a little bit more footwork up onto hands and knees. And so I do have, I don't know if you can see me, the toes are touching the floor here. All 5 toes, feels really good. Choose if you want to engage the muscles, even the glutes and the legs. You can stagger the arms if you like to. Go for it. Go crazy with it. And I'm going to do a little bit of a hip stretch here again. So we'll just lift this leg. I'm going to cross over the other foot and look down towards the heel. Then you can keep the leg straight or bent. Right up. Good. And then again, we'll stretch into the inner thigh here. So body weight in the arms and that front leg, kind of dragging forward. So inner thigh on both legs. And then we come back to your center for your cat stretch. And we do the same on the other side. Deepen the breath. Yeah, so I can feel from the toes, obviously right through the leg. Maybe you want to keep that hip level. Maybe you want to wiggle the hip a bit. I'm going to anchor kind of back a little bit, find the halfway point. I'm going to lift and then drag around. So the pinky, that side of the foot is legged onto the floor, and you just drop down towards the leg a bit for that hip height. Engage. Choose if you're going to keep that leg straight or bent. And then your inner thigh stretch. Yeah. Nice deep breath. And back into your center. Into your cat stretch. And your child pose. This time I'm going to open the knee and you'll come right down and just rest there. Again, if it's too much, just bring your hands closer to you. Need 2 more deep inhale, exhales. Find your muscle, find your powerhouse. Use those muscles as well as your arms to walk yourself back up to sitting. And then we'll just do a little bit of your footwork here too. Bravo, girls. That was pretty fierce, y'all. Point and flex, maybe a little ankle roll. And just one more back stretch. If you bend the knees, unless you want to do your hamstring stretch, that's one option. Otherwise, what's nice to do these days is to have the leg bent. And we're just going to fold forward. And if you do feel the need, I don't know if you're flexible for this, but it's really good for the foot muscles, and you just have that resistance. The hands on the soles of the feet. You feel a stretch down the middle back, into the sacrum, inner thighs, footwork, shoulders, neck, everything. Yeah. I'll just release out of that with shoulder roll. Fantastic.